Some Anglican bishops have spoken on how the coronavirus pandemic has affected the church. According to them, the COVID-19 came with its challenges and also its blessings. These bishops made this known in an interview with ACNN News correspondent Nwane Ogechukwu in Abuja.
The pandemic has been quite challenging for both families and the church as a body. We are not able to go to church and worship as usual. We are limited by attendance. And when few people attend the church, you know the economic implication of that. What was supposed to get to run the church, we no longer get it. So it's been very challenging.
With the fact that we had to obey the government, and especially to bring down the infection called coronavirus, and then so that our people will not die while preaching or listening to the gospel. That is just what we did. The next thing we did was to also reach our members through the social media. And when the number for the members of worshipers was limited, what we did was to run several sessions in terms of worship sessions. That was what we did. But as much as possible, yes, coronavirus came with all its disadvantages. But for my diocese, we saw an advantage to increase our worship time and also increase our congregation by evangelizing.
The church has been affected, but I would say positively and negatively. Positively because it brought out some innovations and things that we could do different and that we're now doing different. I'll put it that way, which is, so many things we can now, many churches probably had no idea how to even use Zoom. But now, we have people who are very good at it. So technology has really helped us to communicate with our members. Now, on the negative side, no doubt, it created fear in a number of people. Those who are too scared. And of course, we need to be cautious. We need to do things that will guard against any form of infection. But at the same time, we still need to have faith in God that He is able to see us through, just as Scripture says.
The period of the pandemic has actually affected many churches, have affected the nation, has affected the world, has affected the socio-economic life of the people, has affected the health of the people, and have become a challenge to many. But we thank God. God, in His mercy, have been so kind to us. We thank God that not just that our people are safe, even our members and others. The way it's even happening outside the country, we're not having it as such in Nigeria. We thank God and we believe that it will phase off very soon. With the resumption of the church and the church praying for the pandemic to end, I believe that very soon, not long from now, the pandemic will end.
It has affected us as a diocese because since Model Sunday, the past 15, 16 Sundays, we have not officiated. We've not been able to address ourselves, and we noticed that the online is going on. Virtually all churches in our diocese is having that online, and sometimes I also go online to address my people, and but it has not been the same. It has not been the same. But I just believe that as a matter of time, the reign of God will prevail.
The cleric further encouraged members of the church and members of the public to hold on to their faith in God, stressing that the pandemic would not last forever.
Keep trusting in God. He is our protector. He is a sure help in times like this. So for the church, for members of the church, for our leaders, let's just trust God. Let's trust Him, and He will never fail us.
Advice for people is to stay firm, be unmovable, and abandon the work of the Lord, knowing fully well that our labor will not be in vain. And it's a matter of time. The Lord will walk through this nation and the global world and make it a better place to stay.
Eventually, the pandemic will go one day, but we keep asking people to continue to trust God. and do what they're supposed to do for themselves. Don't just lie in the house and be idle. Find a way, innovate something to be able to help yourself.